Hi. So last year, James Franco did an interview with himself. And I saw it at the time, and to be honest, I was kind of hoping it would go away, but it hasn't. Why? Because this week, James Franco is on the cover of Rolling Stone. And in the feature piece, they quote the interview he did with himself. And because of what he said in that interview with himself, I now feel the need to videotape an open letter to James Franco from the bisexual community. So here we go. Hey, James Franco. Can I call you James? Thanks, I appreciate that. Hey, you did an interview with yourself, huh? Cool. And it's actually kind of smart because you had something you wanted to talk about and you wanted to control the way it came out, so you just interviewed yourself. Got some slack, made fun, some people made fun of you for it. I think it's kind of cool. You wanted to talk about your sexuality. And makes sense because you do a lot of gay characters and people were wondering. And in it, you said that you are straight in your life and gay in your art. And then you said that you were also gay in your life up to the point of intercourse. Okay. You're a really smart guy. Everyone knows that. So you know exactly what people are going to think when they hear that, of course, right? Because gay men are very, very specific. And if you're saying that you're also gay in your life up to the point of intercourse, you are saying very specific things. Every gay man has the ability to have romantic and sexual feelings for other men, okay? Every gay man, almost universally I would say, enjoy kissing each other. The vast majority of gay men enjoy touching other men's bodies. And since you put it at the ceiling of intercourse, I'll also say that the majority of gay men enjoy either giving or receiving oral sex. So by you saying that you are gay in your life to the point of intercourse, up until the point of intercourse, you are basically admitting that you have the ability to have romantic and sexual feelings for other men, you enjoy kissing men, you probably enjoy touching other men's bodies, and you probably enjoy oral sex with other men. Dude, that is awesome. That is awesome that you admit that. You are basically the first A-list actor to ever admit this about their male actor, to ever admit this about their sexuality while they're still in their prime. Dude, that really is historic. Honestly, that's super historic. That's not really exactly why I'm writing this letter to you, per se. It's more because of the fact that, and granted, everyone is allowed to identify however they identify, no matter what their behavior is. But there are two different things. There is self-identification, and then there's behavior. We call ourselves whatever we want, we identify whatever we want, but when we talk behavior, there are certain criteria that makes a person straight, gay, whatever else. And honestly, everything you describe as being you describes you 100% as a bisexual. And okay, you do have the right to, identify however you want to identify. But here's the thing, and I'm sure that you said what you said because you were lending support to the gay community, and I think that's brilliant, man. I think that's awesome. However, you did it at the expense of the bisexual community, and when you said what you said, and then refused to say bisexual, you're doing what's called bisexual erasure. You are erasing bisexuality. A simple example of that is, hey, remember when same-sex marriage became legal? How many people called it gay marriage? And yet, how many bisexuals marry other bisexuals? And how many bisexuals marry gay people? The minute that a bisexual is involved, it ceases to become gay marriage, yet everyone just automatically called it gay marriage. It was same-sex marriage. That happens all the time. It is like the second worst thing you can do to the bisexual community. And here you are, a dude, a very open-minded dude, a dude who's probably trying to do some good things. Here you are doing exactly what everyone else is doing by, in a way, denying that bisexuality exists. And you might say, well, hey, it's my life, I can do whatever I want. And you can, absolutely. Here's the only reason why I'm saying this. And you might not know the stats, but bisexuals, unfortunately, think about and attempt suicide at 3 times the rate of gay people. So everyone thinks that gay people, they get bullied and they're self-harming themselves, and that might be true. But bisexuals are doing it 3 times as much. And bisexuals think about an attempt suicide at 8 times that of straight people. So this is like a real epidemic. There's a lot of people killing themselves out there. People who are apparently just like you. And I'm sure you remember how it was when you were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, if, your behavior is what it says. Hell, it was hard. It was confusing. You keep thinking, well, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. It's kind of hard to get a sense of yourself. No wonder people are killing themselves. And by you taking a step further and denying that, in a way, in your words, denying that bisexuality exists, then you're a part of the problem, okay? That's it in a nutshell. By you doing that, you are a part of the problem. And don't get me wrong, dude. And this is a true story, this is a true story. A couple of Christmases ago, I was at a dinner. No one knew I was bisexual. Someone stood up and said, hey, here's a question. If you had to have sex with an actor of the same sex, who would you choose? Do you know who I chose? I chose James Franco. Yes, I did. Swear to God, that is the truth. Also, I went to see the interview on Christmas Day. Hey, I paid to subscribe to Hulu for one purpose, and that is to watch 11/22/63, and by the way, I'm enjoying it. I got nothing but love for you, man. Nothing but love. And the bisexual community wants to love you too. So I ask you, James, please stop erasing bisexuality. And honestly, in my opinion, if you could just go back and say that you're straight and leave it at that, you would do less harm than the way you did it. Because there are young people who are going through what you went through, and oh man, you just make it harder. You know what I'm saying? However, now this is just, I'm just spitballing ideas, right? Seeing what comes up. Another idea might be that you could identify in the same way as your behavior exists. So I'm just spitballing, maybe you could identify as bisexual. And if we were to weigh the pros and cons here, I mean, being honest, it's not like you have the same challenges as Tom Cruise or John Travolta or Brad Pitt or Will Smith. They have very specific audiences. You were very smart with your choice of roles, going from soap operas to small independent movies and stoner comedies and movies like 127 Hours. Dude, you're like bulletproof. You are guaranteed to work no matter what, because you could always do independent movies. No matter if you came out as bisexual, that wouldn't harm you at all. You could still do movies like 127 Hours. And what? Rogan's gonna stop putting you in his movies? Man, that man needs you. He can't quit you. He needs you because you're the only good-looking one in this movie. And they need that. What do you think? He's gonna trade you up for a younger version? For a Nephron, maybe? Please, he can't quit you. So if you ever decided to go and identify yourself as bisexual, you could be the one to do it. And you would be making history. You would be the first A-list actor to ever identify, male actor, to ever identify as bisexual while still in your prime. And everyone would put you in a category with who? James Dean, Marlon Brando, Cary Grant. Yeah, not a bad company to be in. So if you ever wanted to, there it is. And just a little added incentive, you might be thinking, yeah, but I'm not really bisexual because I'm not equally attracted to men and women. It's not like I'm dating men and then I'm dating women and then going back to men sort of thing. Of course, that's actually a huge myth. And I've lived a long time now, have only ever had sexual attractions towards men. and of course romantic and sexual attractions towards women. And I am 100% bisexual. And here's the kicker. The vast majority of bisexuals, we're talking 84% of people who identify as bisexual are in opposite sex relationships. Only 9% of bisexuals are in same-sex relationships. So no matter what you see on TV, no matter what you see on YouTube or anything else, the vast majority of bisexuals are like me, and apparently they are like you. Dude, you are like the classic definition of a bisexual. Basically, everything you described is exactly what a bisexual is. But no one knows that because no bisexuals are willing to talk about it. Huh? I'm just saying, if ever you decide to come out as bisexual, you would have the support of the entire bisexual community. And since bisexuals, according to the latest study, outnumber gay and lesbians over 2 to 1, there is a lot of us. And 84% of those people are like us. Just saying. But whatever you choose to do, if you were to choose to come out, or if you ever felt the need to come out under your own time, it's all on you. No pressure, anything like that. But I do sincerely ask you, and I got nothing for love here, please stop erasing bisexuality. Maybe you could just mention an article, pretend like it doesn't exist, come out, whatever. But please stop erasing bisexuality. That's all I got to say. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, James. I'm looking forward to the last episode of 11/22/63. It's been awesome. And until the next time we chat, stay cool, dude. Your friend, Alex Anders. Now, if your name is not James Franco and you're watching this, here's an idea. Could you do something for all of us, actually? Could you possibly tweet this to @JamesFrancoTV and include a link and the hashtag, please stop erasing bisexuality? I think that if enough of us kind of show that we exist, it would make a huge difference. And hey, if we give him enough support, maybe he might feel comfortable identifying like how he describes his behavior to be. And if you do tweet him, please don't say anything mean, because we are trying to show him that we exist, but we're also trying to show him that we are a community and we would support him, and more than anyone else, we would have his back. That's the video. And until the next video, stay cooler, my bisexual friends and James Franco. Stay cooler. Bye.